He's like, look, we need to play the cream of the crop, top artists that people are familiar with. So, my whole thing is to artists is some people think it's about money. It's not about money. You know what I'm saying? It's about you creating a buzz on yourself to make us play it. It's a situation where it's like, there's some kids that's laying down some groundwork, and it's like, wow, people are really familiar with this music. We need to find who they are, and we need to go ahead and start playing them. And I probably can count on one hand how many artists from here have been able to do that.
Well, like I said last night, you make a good, valid points, and I know a lot of time as artists, even as myself, we get frustrated, and you don't think outside the box all the time logically, because everybody more or less thinks of themselves.
Absolutely.
They feel like, okay, I'm just being dealt a bad hand. But in my days of DJing, I remember the days I used to take my tape to DJs to try to get them to play a cassette. I was like, even back then it was hard to get people to, to play your music. So like when I became a DJ, because I was be like, why they can't just play the record? Is it gonna kill them throwing that one song? But as a DJ, one song can kill everything,
That's
you know? And I had to learn that.
To it first and not know what it is.
And I had to learn that myself too. And I know a lot of times, artists, what I'm saying, they want things, and then when they get it, they really don't know what to do with it.
That's true too. But see, that's you educating yourself about the business. That is the problem. As they say, and this may sound so cliche and so corny, that knowledge is power. But if you do have the knowledge, it is power. It empowers you to be able to carry yourself to the next level, next plateau, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, if you got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you will have the power.
So you think the only thing that South Carolina artists is lacking is the businessship of the whole thing?
No, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's business is part of it. The business and the knowledge of the industry, marketing and promoting themselves. You know what I'm saying? Also, a lot of people don't understand being an artist. You need to have. Some people just got it. If you understand what I'm saying, they got that it factor. You know what I'm saying? They got a certain swagger to themselves. They're easy on the eyes. They just have a certain type of magnetism about them. It may be their voice, just how they dress. It's like, you have to have the whole complete package. And there's only maybe, I'll say 2 handfuls in the whole state. So I'm saying maybe 10. That, have the complete package. You know what I'm saying? And it's a situation, even I'll use you as an example, just not because you're sitting here, but it's like, you carry yourself in a certain manner when you walk into the room, you're commanding attention. Everybody doesn't have that quality about themselves. And that's just you. That's how you carry yourself. You're gonna dress a certain way because you understand it. You get it because you've been in the business long enough. And it doesn't hurt that you're easy on the eyes for the ladies. Say thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
but there's a lot of guys where they just think they can look in your kind of way, dress in your kind of way, and females too. I'm not slighting them as well, but it's just like, you got to have the whole entire complete package, and there's a lot of people here that don't have that, and that's just because they don't know. Some of them don't know, some of them don't care.
All right. So what would you say to the other states that? Because I know that Lil Rue had an opportunity with Capitol Records, I believe. An opportunity with Capitol Records. And had some reps saying that, okay, well, Rue is going to open the doors for a lot of artists. So when a deal like Lil Rue's doesn't meet the expectations of what they thought, where does that leave the other artists that was depending on that to open doors for other artists?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't depend on anybody else to necessarily create an opportunity for yourself, because you never know exactly how that's going to pan out. You know what I mean? And just because certain situations, we don't really know the details of his deal, how everything worked out, why it went sour, whatever like that. You should still continue to press forward and do what you need to do. Again, that means you need to take and educate yourself more about the business to be like, okay, maybe from a person from the outside looking in, maybe you can kind of observe maybe some of the mistakes that he made, make sure that you don't make those same mistakes, and continue to press forward in what you want to do. So, for the artists out there that thought that him getting signed was going to definitely create an opportunity and open the doors for everybody else, maybe that could have been the case, but now that it's not, what are you going to do?
So what do you think that the industry thinks of South Carolina when an opportunity goes bad for one of our artists?
Well, right now, the radar is not even on South Carolina, to be honest with you. You know, it's really not. I mean, it's a situation where there have been some artists that we have played in the past, and, you know, at the record labels they have in the A&R department, they have what they call research. And what they do is they look through BDS spins. If people don't know what BDS is, it's called Broadcast Data Systems. That's the actual company. Well, there's a few other ones, too, that monitor radio stations for airplay. And so what they'll do is they'll just take in all day, they'll take and look through different radio stations across the country and see, you know, what unfamiliar artist is being played on a radio station, and call and see what's up with that artist. You know, hey, can we get them to send us a package? We'll listen to it, so on and so forth, whatever. But, you know, South Carolina artists also have to take and travel outside of the market to also get people to start recognizing that there is an industry here, that there are artists here, that they are very talented, and they deserve an opportunity and a chance as well. You can't, my whole thing is that, yes, this is your foundation, this is your home, this is your base, but you need to have the biggest name possible right here in your hometown, in your base. So when people from the outside start looking in, you know, and they start asking around, people will be familiar with who you are and what you do and what you're all about. So that's why it's definitely important to start here, make sure that you have a good foundation in the base, and like I said, be a household name, whether it's, you know, somebody that lives over in 48 or if it's somebody that works at Verizon Wireless. Everybody needs to know who you are. You know, so when the people from the outside start asking questions, they know, and that'll hopefully help create a better opportunity for you outside of just, you know what I'm saying, you getting the radio spin, so on and so forth.
All right, y'all wrap it up, man. We got a short battery here.
Okay.
All right.
That's a great.
Cool. Well, once again, we're sitting here with Neek, Hot 103.9. It's been a pleasure. I know you're a busy woman, and we appreciate you being in the movie.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Cool.
All right, can we get a drop? South Cat, we always got the Forbidden movie.
All right.
Yes,